wanted to double check the audio, make sure I can be heard. Looks like I'm heard, so I mean I see the whole thing going. Anyway, I'm Sean. I have two massage guns that I want to show you. I want to go ahead and bring the camera over here down to my desk. We have the DynaShere, and then we have the FusionX. But anyway, good deal. Glad you can hear me. But anyway, so we've got two different massage guns, and this is the Showdown of FusionX versus DynaShere. I'll show you, kind of unwrap these for you so we can see what's in there. See how they come. I like the fact that they come in these bows have a little glitter to get off. But I have we'll unwrap it and show you what's in the package. I like the fact that they come in a nice little travel case. It's good if you're traveling. You can just throw it in your luggage. And this is the DynaShere. Comes in a nice package. All nice in there. Your charging cord. The unit. And then I like to I have favorites on my attachment side. This is my favorite attachment. It's a little less intense than, say, this one here is a little more intense. So you can kind of use that one to pinpoint certain trouble spots, but I like this one better. It's a nice one. So this one has the power is down here, and then you have your speed adjustment up here. So that's the first speed. Second. So it's got all these different speeds. I honestly don't use it past 2 or 3. I've got a lot of tender spots. So I don't go past 2 or 3. But then I'll go ahead and unwrap the other one and show you what that one looks like. I'll do some actual demos in a bit, but I kind of want to show you how they come. And unwrap the other one. So this is the FusionX. It has a heated attachment. That's one of the pluses of the FusionX is that it has the heat. So this one looks like that in the case. You get all your different attachments. So as far as pluses and minuses, the thing I like about the FusionX is that the attachments are all separated out into nice little versus this one. They're in the case, but no, I kind of like the layout of this package better, but just personal preference. So it's got the charging cord, and some of my favorite ones are the ones that they're a little less intense than the ones that the attachments that pinpoint certain trouble areas, a little less intense. This is the heat, and I did want to point out that there's a special way. There's a little notch in there. There's an arrow. I don't know. Let's see if we get it up by the camera. There's a little arrow right there, and you want to make sure there's a notch on. Up by the camera, there's a little notch on there, and you want to make sure the notch goes down in there, otherwise the heating element won't work. The first time I put it together, I didn't read the instructions. I just put it together, and it wasn't heating, and then I read the instructions. I'm famous for that. But the power button on this one is on the bottom, and then up here is your speeds, the top button. And then here's the button for the heat is on the lower. So that's the basically in a nutshell, kind of the main differences. Is that the FusionX has heat and this one, the DynaShere doesn't. But so just my personal favorite is actually the DynaShere though. More so because it's a little lighter weight than the other one. And I don't know if they're actual the sizes. If you look at the layout, this one is a little bit shorter and this one a little bit. I just like I'm trying to get down my back. I just like the feel of this one better in my hands. But anyway, so that's the main differences. And I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of water here. I'm talking. Switch that back a little bit. But my drink of water. Which reminds me, some of the really good tips for when you're doing your own massages. There's some of the same tips that if you were going to go to a professional massage person, you want to make sure that you're well hydrated. Because massaging, when you're working through the massaging yourself, it breaks up some of the toxins, and the staying hydrated helps flush out some of the toxins. So it's definitely good to be well hydrated. The other thing is to watch your caffeine intake just after your massage, because those are, obviously caffeine dehydrates you, and alcohol too, caffeine and alcohol. Stay hydrated. But anyway, the other thing is, I'm a little nervous, by the way. This is my first time live streaming, so I'm just a little bit nervous. I mean, I've done live classes because I teach fitness classes, but that's to I actually know, But anyway, it's nice meeting you all though. Anyway, so I see I lost my train of thought because I'm so nervous. So other tips besides staying hydrated, there we go. I was on the tips. Besides hydrating, maybe have a healthy snack, something like a piece of fruit or, especially if you feel kind of lightheaded after massaging yourself. And then also a nice Epsom salt bath, because that helps continue to draw out toxins. And it helps keep you relaxed, because after you massage yourself, you want to be relaxed. Then you also, another good tip is if you have a favorite relaxing music to relax, just kind of, take it easy and enjoy your time with the massage gun. So some of the things massage does is it helps reduce some of the muscle soreness, especially if you're like me. I do workout. I teach fitness online now because of the pandemic. I'm online, but I work out frequently, and so it helps reduce my muscle soreness and helps speed up my recovery. It also helps break down some of the scar tissue. Like I have back here on this knee, I have an old, I hurt myself years ago, and it's just like a tender spot. And when I first got my my FusionX, I worked on it and worked on that area and worked on that area, and now it's still tender, but it's a lot less tender than what it was. So it's a nice. They definitely make a big difference in my performance and in my they help me feel a lot better. I know I really enjoy both products, to be honest. But like I said, my personal favorite is the DynaShere. I just like the design of it. But anyway, so in action. I'll show you in action. We'll take the Fusion first. I've got the heat one on it, and again, you want to make sure that that notch is lined up. Like I said, there's a little arrow on the bottom, and which I've got it on. And that is actually one of the between the DynaShere and the FusionX. I like that the DynaShere power button is easier to get to, whereas this one you have to turn it upside down, and it's not a make or break, because both products work really good, and I love them both. But all right, so let's see, I got that on. Turn that on, and I'm going to turn the heat button on so we can get the heat going. And then I like to always start. I usually start with that spot that I was telling you. It's one of my trigger points, and I just kind of go into it a little bit. Like I said, I've got the heat on it, and it'll start getting. It takes a tiny bit to get warm, but it starts. You'll start to feel it heat up. That's usually the first spot I go for, but everybody has their different trigger points. Trigger points, like I said, that's my spot. And then also, you can use it anywhere. I mean, because I get a lot of tightness in my my quadriceps. Let me see if I can't this a little bit. Come out here a little bit. Oh, now I cut off my face. I had this set up for my full body stream for my classes, but I didn't. I knew I'd be sitting some of the time here, but so you can get in the front of thighs and then the sides. Let me actually get my chair out of the way. And I'll actually come down to the floor here a short bit. So on the here, you get the side. Those the IT band. It's tight in a lot of people, and I definitely feel the tightness throughout my IT band. You get that. Like I said, and then the front of the thighs. Those are my main real tight spots. But then I don't know if you can see. I'm going to show you behind. I like to get down the center of my back this way. I know I carry a lot of tension back there. But let me go ahead and show you a couple of the other attachments. So again, this is the FusionX. It's the one that has the heat. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut it off the bottom, and we'll change the attachment. I like the heat, but I also like this one. It's got a lot of nice surface area. And then again, turn the power on, and I turn it up to the second notch here, and you can get on the arms too. Biceps. The forearms. There's two. Sometimes after I've done a lot of the self-massage, besides staying well hydrated, I'll do some stretching too, just to kind of stretch out and relax and breathe. And I do class I call Ageless Chill. Just kind of, it's not a technical yoga class, but I do some yoga poses and some stretching. And I see there's a message that says that it doesn't work. I have not had any issues at all with them. I use them all the time, and I know I'm a lot more relaxed, and I haven't had any issues with them. I like in my son, my I have actually I have 6 children. Um, my my 26-year-old son, him and his girlfriend were over the other day, and she was telling me how her shoulder was kind of tense, and I says you should see my new my massage gun, and she loved it. She says, oh my goodness, she says I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. But I haven't had any issue whatsoever with them. They both, the DynaShere and the Fusion, work great. I haven't had any issue. So now to the DynaShere. Let's grab out, I made sure I had these all charged. And the charger actually lasts a good long time. I mean, you can use them for hours. I'll use them. My husband will use it, and then we'll put it up, and then we'll use it the next day or two. And so all right, so that's the DynaShere again. Same thing. I go right for some of my sore, tender spots. So when I first got these, like I said, I had, I could barely use it on one, just the first speed. And now I've worked up. I can use second and third speeds. The more you use it, the more you work into those muscles and loosen them up. And as they heal, you can put a little bit more. Like I said, the batteries last a good long time. I only have to, even with myself and my husband using it, I only have to charge it every three or 4 days. So it's not something that I have to do all the time. Again, like I said, what I like about this one is when we go down the center of the back. Oops. We go down here to the floor so you can see, but we get down the center of the back. I just it's nice and easy, lightweight. You can grab it with one hand. It's also good. You can get into, like I said, as I mentioned, the IT band earlier. around. I like to get up just above my knees, around the backs of the knees, the calves. Good, the glute muscles. Mm-hmm. Now I know one of the things the FusionX, between the FusionX and the DynaShere, the FusionX is a little more expensive than the DynaShere. That was actually um, one of the things that I liked about the DynaShere is it was a little more affordable. But I did notice when I was looking on Amazon because I couldn't remember the exact prices I paid for them, I did notice that there's actually a Cyber Monday deal on the FusionX. So if you're really interested in the heat, the FusionX is, I noticed there's a Cyber Monday deal on it. So good old Amazon. And that makes it, actually, I was looking up the prices, with the Prime, the DynaShere is about 130, and the Cyber Monday deal on the FusionX is only $133.99. So they're actually not much difference if you get them. If you get them in the next few days, there's not much price difference, but they do make great Christmas gifts. I know I definitely want to get. I know I definitely want to get one for my son and his girlfriend because they absolutely love them too. I know I've made a believer out of them. They when I got it, it was a funny story. And I got it and I showed it to them and they're like, "Oh, can I take it home with me?" They wanted to take it home with them. But I says, "Nope, those are mine." But oh, it's funny because I have another funny story. Once, a few years ago, for my wedding anniversary, I bought just a plug-in handheld massager, but it wasn't like the massage guns. And when I told my husband that I was getting a massage gun, and he kind of scoffed a little bit. He says, "I remember that one you got," and he says, "Yeah, right." I says, no, these are good quality. Trust me, And so we got it back, and I showed him, and he's like, "Wow, yeah, I'm impressed." They were very good, very good, um, very good product. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy both of them. And like I said, I prefer the DynaShere, but definitely when I want the heated massage, I pull out the FusionX because that's better. But I'm trying to think of what other else. Some of the other benefits actually of owning one of these Life Pro guns, massage guns, is it does improve your sleep quality. I mean, if you use it on a regular basis and you let it relax you let it release some of the tension in your muscles, you do sleep better. You sleep better, and it's so relaxing. I know I really enjoy very much owning owning. I actually, like I said, both of them, but I enjoy them both. Like I said, I haven't used like so this particular attachment. I can just tell it kind of pinpoints, and especially in that tight spot that I have, I couldn't use that one. I personally can't, but I'm sure the more I use it, the better I will, because I could barely use the heated one at first. It was just very intense on my sore spots. But like I said, they're definitely loosening up, and I'm definitely reaping the rewards of regular massages. And that's the beauty of these. You don't have to schedule. You don't have to schedule a massage. You can just do it anytime that you have available, basically. No special appointments, no. I mean, it is a little harder to get, like I said, your back. I'll sometimes have my husband basically massage the back area, and I'll get his, but I've gotten a little better at getting it myself. I've learned that over time, because like when I first got it, I couldn't. When I get it back there, and it well, let me see if I can't kind of show you what I'm talking about on this one. But all right, let me turn it back on. So when I first got it, for instance, I'm like, let's see, out here, around here, and then I go back here, and it well, I don't know. I'm there. There was a way, like all right. So here we go. Let me try and get it here. So if you get in a certain spot and it gets kind of jumpy, it needs to be a little more stable into the muscle. It's just kind of harder, like when you get in like the thicker fleshy part of the muscle, then it doesn't jump as much. But if you get it up closer to, like the knee area, you want to really just kind of basically back off the pressure on the gun, because if you, like, it's down there, but if you just kind of just nice light pressure, so you notice, you can really push hard into it. Into your muscle a little bit, and then you can kind of back off the pressure a little bit. And that's what I like, to lighten up. If something's a little too intense, I'll just pull back the pressure a little bit. I don't know if I explained that real well, but I'm like I said, I'm learning as I use them. The more I use it, the more comfortable I get with it. And I do like that they have a lifetime warranty. I haven't ever had any issue with mine, but it's good to know that they're backed by a lifetime warranty. I do like that. That's amazing. To make the investment for a little bit more the cost of a professional massage, you have access to basically your own massage gun, and you can use it as you need. It's great. Now, one thing I enjoy is just like at the end of a night, stressful, especially if I've had a stressful day, I'll like just put on some nice quiet music, and and just take a minute and relax, and relax and do some breathing, deep breathing, and it's great. I know. I'm really glad that I found Life Pro, because these are really great tools. This one here, I know you could use this along the spine to where you're getting on both sides of the spine. I don't know, can't see too much with my sweater in the way, but you get right down into the center. It gets along both sides of the spine. It's nice. It's one of my trigger spots right where I have it now. But works really good. So one thing I would say too is you kind of have to play around with, find which attachments you like better. Like I said, my favorite attachments are the, like I said, the bigger round ball one and the heat one, but this one's nice too. You get in around the knee a little bit. There. Loosen it up around there. See, my calves are really tight too. Get down into my calves. Get the, my feet are a little ticklish, so you try and get my feet, but a lot of people can handle into the feet area, but that's really ticklish feet. I know, like I said, I absolutely love these products, and I'm glad they're available. They go back to the heated one. So again, with the heated one, you want to line up the notch. The other day I was playing with the heated one, and I forgot to turn on the heat button, and I'm like, why isn't this getting hot? I wonder why. No, it gets hot if you turn on the button. But this is a neat opportunity to share my love of these massage guns. As I know, I told one of my other sons, I told you I have 6 children. I have 5 boys and 1 girl. But I know I told one of my other boys about it, and I told him I was going to be live streaming, and he says, I says, well, I says, these things are great. I says, I ought to get you one for Christmas, but that would be a nice surprise for him. My oldest boy is in Texas, and I'm in Michigan. I don't know if I'm mentioned where I was from. I just said that I said, "Hey, I'm Sean." No, but no, I'm from Michigan, so I'm. Don't know if anybody's watching this in other time zones, but I'm in the Eastern time zone. I know. I definitely like to get to eat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up getting my oldest boy and my other boy. My oldest boy and my other boy one of these for Christmas. I can't part with mine because I use them too much. I use them. Well, I don't use them as often as I should. I should use them daily, but I'll go through a good period where I'm using them daily for a while, and then I'll get busy and not take the time. But it definitely helps to take the time, and it's definitely worth the time. Like I said, I noticed my muscles, especially my tender spots, they're a lot less tender than what they were working through some of those knots and some of that scar tissue. I mean, especially if you have a good knowledge of the muscle groups and the way they work together, you can really get into certain muscle groups. I know. Get some more water. Oh, it's funny. So I get I use this um, insulated mug for my water, and my husband was getting up to go to work today, and I made him a coffee in a mug, and mine was sitting on the table, and his coffee was sitting on the table, and he grabbed my water, and I looked on the table and I saw his coffee was still there. And so I went and I took it out to him, and I kind of knocked on the window because it was frosted here in Michigan. It's nice and frosty. So and I knocked on the window, and um, he rolled down the window, and I handed him his coffee, and he's like looks in the cup holder to see what he had, and he had my water, and I was like, okay, I'll trade you. But that was funny. I almost lost my water this morning. I just like the insulated mug, but um, keep my water cold. I know there's always a big debate on water too. People like, oh well, ice water is, but people have their preferences, and I like my water iced water. Uh, that's why I keep it in my mug to keep it nice and cool. So, like I said, as a summary, the FusionX has heat, and FusionX has heat, and the DynaShere does not. The heat function is very, very nice. That's the one I'm using right now. Is the FusionX with the heat attachment. That feels good. Some of my tightest areas are my quadriceps. For whatever reason, I just, I guess it's all the squats and lunges and kicks and things that I teach. Things to strengthen the legs. He's um always tell everybody my legs are like tree trunks. very muscular. Some people have trouble building muscle, but especially women sometimes. But not me. I build muscle very easily. So my legs are like tree trunks. They're nice and strong and stable. But they're also very tight sometimes. That's where I love this, is that it just gets into those muscles and loosens them up and relaxes me. I've getting ready to move so I can um, streamline my online classes and online um, my streaming. Maybe get a little better at it. But my husband and I found a house, and I'll have my own little office. Right now, I'm out in the middle of the living room, so it's a little not ideal for me, because you get kids walking back and forth between while I'm streaming my classes. Or surprisingly, it's pretty quiet this morning. I kicked the cat out of the house. I mean, because the cat sometimes will come up and while I'm streaming. But the nice thing about once I get moved, I'll be able to close myself off. Close my office door and say, all right, um, maybe I'll get a little sign that says in session. So everybody knows not to bug me. um, but this has been really nice opportunity to show you guys the benefits of massage. I know I'm going to pack this one back up, and then I'm going to grab out my DynaShere. I would say, if you're looking for a Christmas gift, you got somebody in your life that's really active, loves their workouts, or even if it's just a very physical job, if they work a very physical job to where, there's always tension and tightness in the muscles. I mean, I don't care if you have a very physical job. This is definitely one. Definitely one. A very welcomed gift. You'll have you'll have people saying it'd be their best gift ever. These things are great. I'm again, like I said, I tend to go for my spots. They're great all over though too, but I have like my left elbow sometimes bugs me, so I just kind of releasing some of the muscles around the elbow. And but I know, so I tend to go for my trouble spots. A lot of times I'll even just sit on the edge of my bed, and I mean, you could do it on the floor, but I like just to sit on the edge of my bed. But again, this DynaShere is actually, like I said, my favorite of the two. I'm not sure why, but it is. Like I said, maybe it's that it's lightweight. It's definitely let's see. No, I mentioned earlier a few tips on after massage to kind of keep that relaxation going. Um, like I said, besides staying hydrated, um, and maybe having a healthy snack, if maybe sometimes some people feel a little lightheaded after a massage. Um, so if you kind of feel lightheaded, you may need just like something light. You don't want to eat real heavy after a massage. Just something, a piece of fruit or some carrot or celery sticks, or something something lighter. But also, um, the Epsom salt bath is really, really good too, because that continues to draw out toxins. Because when you get in an Epsom salt bath, the magnesium soaks into the skin, and it again helps with some of the muscle soreness too. Um, I know I do. Um, continue, like I said, to release some of the toxins. And the bath is nice and relaxing too, so it keeps that relaxed feeling going. Nice and relaxing, and yeah. So as you can see, I've been using this for, I've been using both the DynaShere and the FusionX for the better part of this hour, and they're still going strong. um, I know I can put these away and use them for another hour or two or three, um, before I'll have to charge them again. It's definitely a very good battery life. Um, Good battery life, just very relaxing. And again, the price point, the DynaShere is a little cheaper normally. But right now, I did notice on Amazon that the Cyber Monday deal, um, you can get that FusionX with the heat, um, for just a few dollars more than the DynaShere. So, if you really, I mean, the heat definitely has its benefits too. I just say that, I prefer the DynaShere, but that heat definitely has its benefits too. I mean, they're both very, very good products, and I can't say anything bad about the FusionX, really. I just because I prefer the DynaShere doesn't mean that the FusionX is bad. Honestly, a joke about the Showdown, but the they're both great. They're both great, and I certainly am very thankful that I have them, and I definitely they definitely make great Christmas gifts. I know I'm definitely gonna pick up at least one for one of my sons. Here's my one son is he says that he should get it for his girlfriend for Christmas. So if my son gets one for his girlfriend for Christmas, I know they'll share it. So I should just get one for my oldest son in Texas. My oldest son is in the military. He's in the army. He's uh, sergeant first class, um, in Texas with his family. My my daughter-in-law, my grandson, and my granddaughter. Um, they But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do is get one for my oldest son and let my other son buy one for his girlfriend. Great Christmas gifts. Definitely great Christmas gifts. Um, and I know, like I said, this is I feel so much better after I do this, and I'm guilty because we're all guilty. You know what we do is we're like, oh, I should do this and this and this and this for myself, and most of the time we don't take the time for ourselves. I know I'm guilty of that. I do things for my clients and I do things for my family, and for instance, Thanksgiving, I spent a lot of the day cooking. I don't do anything part way. I always do things. Uh, I always overdo things, but I did. Okay, we've got this and that and that, and no, because I made an upside down. Um, Instead of a pineapple upside down cake, I made it an upside down pear gingerbread cake. Oh, so good, so good. But um, it's we're all guilty of not caring for ourselves and caring for others. You know, um, I'm a very selfless person, but I definitely I'm guilty of not taking enough time, and so I've enjoyed this hour. making I'm actually making myself slow down, and I don't slow down very often. But I've really enjoyed this time, and I hope that give you some clarity on the difference between the two models. Um, I know I I love them both. I really do. Um, and I know, like I said, I know my kids love them too. So thanks for tuning in. I know I was a little nervous, but thanks for tuning in. We'll see ya. Bye.